Hello, good evening. It's the FitLo Fitness Chat. I'm Trisha Olson, founder of FitLo Denver. This is Sidney. And I still can never say your last name right.
Sidney Kounkel, and I'm the owner of Twisted Yoga Sculpt.
Yes, and we are at Twisted Yoga Sculpt right now. I actually gotta lift this up so you can see the sign. I just love this sign. Twisted Yoga Sculpt. Sydney painted that herself, all by herself. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Hi, Kathy. We're obviously going to learn more about Sydney. She's got such an interesting story. Vegas dancer and cocktail waitress. Yes. As well as, like, classically trained dancer before that.
Yes.
And then became yogi and fitness enthusiast. And then became a yoga teacher, and then you're like, I'm moving to Denver and opening a studio.
Pretty much.
Is that kind of the timeline?
Kind of the timeline.
Yeah. So we're gonna get into that timeline. Hi, Amy. Hi, Allie. And Allie, she just joined. She just did your review, your FitLo review.
Yes, and as I read that review, I had all the feels, and
good.
It was so nice, and I really, really appreciate it.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, I know Allie enjoyed taking classes here, and it's at fitlowdenver.com. Go to fitlowdenver.com, and if you go to fitness reviews, which is in the menu, if you're on a desktop, you go to the upper left, but if you're on your phone, you got to go to the little square that has the 3 lines. You'll go in there and you'll see reviews, fitness reviews, and it'll be right there.
Oh, yeah. Definitely check it out.
Yeah, check it out. Hashtag it. Hashtag check it out. Thank you so much for sharing the video. Thank you, thank you. So if you're watching, please share if you're up for it. We'd love it. And actually, you know what? Sydney, can you share it?
Oh, yeah.
So
I'm technologically inept.
But hi, Amy. Yeah, no, that's okay. So if you go to FitLo Denver's page, if you're watching this video, you are on FitLo Denver's page, so you should be able to share it easily. Another thing is, if you're watching this video and you're like, hey, just randomly fell upon FitLo's live video, you can also put on, I think you can do like a notification or something for every time we do a live video. And I typically only do this once a week on Wednesday nights. Every once in a while we have a bonus round, but usually just every Wednesday we do these fitness chats. So it would be awesome if you want to, turn that on so that you're reminded of every time we're doing a live video, and know that it's not like I'm doing live videos like 5 times a day and being annoying. Not that it's annoying, because it works for some people, but I won't be doing that. Thanks for sharing. Woohoo! Woohoo! So hopefully, now that you've shared it, your friends will see that you're live, and they'll be like,
they will.
What's Sidney doing?
They're going to be super confused, because they'll be like, what are you doing live? This is not who you are. And I'll be like, but my friend Trisha helped me.
Yes, exactly. So I want to also give a shout out to our sponsors this month, Bold Betties. So Bold Betties, they take the intimidation out of adventure. They take women out onto adventures, local adventures, national adventures, worldly adventures, and they help you discover your bold. Hashtag, actually. They do a hashtag discover your bold. So boldbetties.com, they're local, and they take you all over the place. They take you on awesome adventures. So let's see, Sydney. We met here because your friend actually contacted me and was like, hey, you need to go check out Twisted Yoga Sculpt.
Yes.
And so I did. And Twisted Yoga Sculpt is actually upstairs in Blunt Forest. I don't know if you've ever been to Blunt Forest, but this is, I guess, called the Sunny Side or Sunny?
Yeah, technically it's called Sunnyside.
Is that like a new name for this area?
I mean, everything's new to me since I'm new to town.
Yes.
But from what people have told me, it's kind of like Low Highlands area / Sunnyside.
Yeah. Slash over the freeway from Rhino.
Yeah, just right over from Rhino.
Yes.
Super easy to get to, and lots of free parking.
Yes, it is.
Which is one of the best parts of our area.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so that's where you're located. You have classes, pretty full schedule. You, at this point, since you've just opened, teach all the classes.
Yes, I teach all classes. I have 3 different styles of classes. I teach a sculpt class, which is a lot of mat 1, mat 2 Pilates-based exercises, and then I throw in a lot of stuff from my background, so from my dancer world, from the yoga world, anything that I can think of, anything that gets us moving and grooving, and then we add hand weights, which are always an option in my class, never a must. And then I also teach a power flow class, lots of Baptiste-inspired stuff going on there, and a set series class, which is similar to Bikram, but not quite there, and we don't keep it as hot in the studio either.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
I took your vinyasa class.
Yes.
Oh, thanks for the address, Allie. Perfect. And GPS does get you here. So
Yes, it does.
it does. I took your vinyasa class. It was great. I loved it.
Thank
It was
you.
the lunch. You had a little lunch.
Yes.
45-minute
lunch class.
Yeah.
Monday through Friday, 12:15 to 1 o'clock.
Yeah, that's great. And this Saturday, we are doing a special free class here, FitLo free class. I mean, it's just going to be free for whoever shows up. If you didn't know about it, you're just going to have a bonus, right?
Yeah, if you just show up and I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
class is free today. It's
Yeah.
just, woohoo, an extra add-on to your weekend.
Yeah, we're excited. Yeah, we're excited. FitLo ambassadors, myself, we're going to be here and doing the Hungoga class, which I
Yes.
thought was fun. Given your Vegas background,
Yes.
you were. It's not your first rodeo to partying.
No. I like to have a good time.
Yeah.
I believe in everything in moderation, and you don't have to be hungover to come to Hungoga. But I thought it was funny, and my friend Jeff actually came up with the name, and I was like, hey, I'm going to actually put this on my schedule, and he was like, okay.
So, how would you say that Hungoga could be different from your other vinyasa classes?
So it's different that I take a little bit more time at the beginning.
Christina, guess what I'm wearing? Whoop whoop, yoga babe. 4C Apparel, shout out. Sorry to interrupt.
No, shout it out. So on the weekends, I like to take things just a little bit slower. I like to get into our bodies a little bit more and really find that one breath, one movement after we bring ourselves up off the mat. And then at the end of class, really digging into mostly our hips, back of the hamstrings, listening to what our body needs, listening to what's going on, letting that stuff all open up after we got that nice hot sweat going. So that's what is a little different. I just like to focus in those areas a little bit more, where in other classes maybe we start in downward facing dog, maybe we don't start on the mat, and just giving that opportunity to people to find something new.
Great, I love it. And so let's talk about this Vegas background, which I find just fascinating. Which I would think most people find fascinating. So you're from Iowa.
Yes.
That's where you went to school and you studied dance there.
No.
No.
So I grew up in Iowa.
Okay.
And then my awesome parents were like, you want to be a dancer? I was like, yes. And they found a really great program for me in Oklahoma City.
Oh, okay.
So I went to college in Oklahoma City and got my dance degree. I have a bachelor's performing arts in dance. And then after I graduated, I was like, hey, Mom, there's not a whole lot going on in Iowa for dancing. I'm going to move to Las Vegas. And she was like, okay, I guess you are. And so I did. And I was there for about 4.5 years.
Oh, great. And what is that like?
It was really cool. There's no other city like Las Vegas. And I was really fortunate to get to live there and get to try it out and see what's going on. You have to have some form of self-control living in Las Vegas, but it's normal for people to go to bed at 4 a.m., 5 a.m. after they get off their shift, and then wake up at noon, but not go to bed or not go to work until 8 p.m. that night. So it's just different in that sense, and different that it's normal to be grocery shopping at 4 a.m. After you get off of work. And there's always something that you do. If you want to work, you can work 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
And if you want to party, you can party 24 hours a day.
You did shows. Did you? What kind of shows did you do?
Yeah, I was a showgirl in a couple of different shows. I did Pawn Shop Live, which was a parody of the Pawn Stars.
Okay.
Which was really, really interesting. I got to ride in a convertible with the old man down the Las Vegas Strip to announce our show opening at the Riviera.
Oh, nice.
So just having that opportunity was really cool. I also danced at some nightclubs. My favorite being Revolution. Unfortunately, it's not there anymore. High turnover in Vegas, but I danced on LGBT night, so I was the only girl with 2 guys go-go dancing, and it just was so much fun. Yeah. And then I cocktail served as well, and I learned a lot from those experiences also.
Oh, I bet, yeah. And I just can imagine that it's got to be, I mean, was it competitive doing that kind of stuff?
Yeah, there's definitely competition, but when you find like really cool people and you find your family, just like in any city, it gets so much better. And I was really fortunate to work with a lot of different people. Carrie Byers is one of my really good friends. She actually owns a showgirling company, Premier Showgirls. If you're in Vegas, definitely check them out. She was like my go-to woman for everything. She costumed Pawn Shop Live. She costume shows to these days. Like, she's just absolutely awesome.
Oh, that's great. And so while you were doing your dancing, like, how did the fitness and yoga come in?
So I started practicing yoga, I guess, like late 2012. So really, like, in the scheme of yoga, not that long ago. But my body was kind of starting to hurt from all the things I was putting it through, and like having a different sleep schedule and being such a crazy city. And then all of a sudden I started practicing every single day, and then twice a day. And then I was taking fitness classes on top of it, and a lot of the Vegas studios have everything, which is one thing I wanted to bring to Twisted Yoga and Sculpt also, is having the opportunity to do both. Like, get your hardcore Pilates workout in, but also come in and get your yoga done as well. And then I just kept saying yes. Oh, there's a fitness training come up. We think you would be really good at this. Okay, yeah, sure, let's do it. And then I just fell in love with teaching, and I just continued to teach and pick up classes and kept moving forward.
And then at some point, you decided you needed to come out here to Denver.
Yeah.
How did the switch? Because you're not from Denver.
No, not from Denver. I was just looking for a new opportunity. Vegas was super good to me. I just knew it wasn't my forever place. And so about 3.5 years into living there, I was like, okay, what's my next step? And then I started looking at different cities, and Denver just kept kind of calling to me. I had some awesome friends that live in Colorado Springs, a couple that live here in the city, and so that made the transition a little easier as well. And then I had a friend who was like, hey, I think you should see this space. I think you should open a studio. And I was kind of like, okay, yeah, we'll see the space, whatever. And then I saw the space. I was like, yes, I'm opening a studio now. And so that's how that happened. And
so you said yes to that.
Yeah, I said yes to that too. I like to say yes to things. It makes me happy.
Yeah, that's really, I mean, that's just great. And that's something, and I met you, what, 6 weeks ago or something, and instantly easy to talk with you, and I can tell that you're positive, and I wouldn't say you're like an obsessively like forcing things to happen, but you're definitely just excited to say yes and to just go for stuff, and I think that's really, really motivating, really inspirational. It's really cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I'm really excited for your studio. It's only been open a few months, since January, right?
Yeah, I officially opened January 2nd, so tomorrow will be 2 months exactly.
Yeah. So definitely come to Saturday, if you're free, Saturday, 10 a.m. What are you doing? You can't be doing much at 10 a.m. on a Saturday. Come hang out with us.
Definitely.
For the 10 a.m. class. It's right here. Allie put the address up. It's also Blunt Force, upstairs Blunt Force. And what do you hope your students feel? Like, what do you? I'm going to say this to kind of help close this out.
Yeah.
Like when someone comes to take a class, what do you hope to share with them? Like, how do you hope that they leave?
Yeah, when my students leave class, I just want them to feel like appreciative of their bodies and appreciative of whatever happened in class. It doesn't have to be perfect. Your poses don't have to be awesome. If I say something, you're like, I have no idea what that is. That's okay. That's what I'm here for. I'm going to get you there. And I just want you to find joy in your practice and on your mat.
Yeah, that's great. And Bold Betties is our sponsor. They're all about being bold.
Yes.
I mean, it's pretty obvious that you're bold. But what is your most bold thing you've done? I mean, even though I feel like, I don't know, is anything more bold than what we've already talked about?
I don't know. I guess when I moved to Denver, I had a little more of a plan, so maybe it was more when I moved to Vegas. I literally packed up the car and drove out.
Like, I'm in Vegas.
I knew one girl, and I moved into her guest bedroom for a few
hi,
months.
I'm in Vegas.
I was
I'm going to be a Vegas dancer.
I'm here now, but yeah, I guess I do take big steps, and I love that, but I also love the support that I get for that. My family is amazing, and even though I don't live that close, they're like, hey, kid, you're rocking it out.
Nice. We
appreciate you, and I'm like, I appreciate you too, so that's where I get my boldness from, is from my support system.
That's great. I love it. Very cool. Well, thanks. Thanks, everyone, for joining. And, yeah, come on Saturday. We'll see you. Come party. Come party with you. Come party with us. All right. We'll have, I can't even talk right now. Have a good night. See you later.